Yo, welcome back to the channel, everyone, and in this video we're gonna be going over the top 5 meta class setups after the recent update here in season 3 of Vanguard. These class setups are absolutely perfect if you guys are trying to increase your KD ratio as well as drop your first V2 rocket. So with all being said, the like goal on this video has to be 450 likes. If we can get 450 likes in under 24 hours, then that'd be absolutely incredible. As always, huge shout out to the Notification Squad. Thank you guys for tuning into all of my content across all of my channels. Y'all are absolutely amazing. And as always, man, if you guys want to stay up to date with any and all best class setups, best settings, tips and tricks, or any new updates that do go live here in Vanguard, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and turn those post notifications. Put it down in the comment section. What is your current KD ratio and how many V2 rockets, if any, you guys have in this game right now? I'm kind of curious on where you guys are standing. So for the first class setup, we're taking a look at the H4 Blixen, which is a top tier SMG here in season 3. Now for the first attachment, we're gonna go ahead and put on the recoil booster. We can go ahead and bump up that fire rate. The H4 Blixen, just like a lot of the other SMGs here in Vanguard, are gonna benefit from the recoil booster because we're gonna be transforming this weapon to an absolute monster at those close to medium ranges, giving it the fastest time to kill possible. If you guys want to have a super fast killing H4 Blixen class setup that's going to be able to outgun all of the other SMGs as well as some ARs at medium range, make sure you guys go ahead and put on the recoil booster under the muzzle category. Now for the Underbarrel, this is going to be the only SMG that I am running the Carver foregrip, so I have recoil control as well as hipfire accuracy. This is going to be a great attachment on this weapon, allowing us to use it at longer ranges, attack assault rifle players, and we also going to have that hipfire benefit, which is going to be super helpful at close ranges. So make sure you guys go ahead and throw on the Carver foregrip on the H4 Blixen. Now for the barrel, we are actually going to put on the Johnson 9-inch RMK barrel, so we have less damage at fall off, fire rate, as well as damage. Definitely a great attachment on this weapon, allowing us to get a fast time to kill and be able to take out AR players at medium ranges. This is why this weapon is so good, because we have a barrel that's going to bump up its time to kill as well as its medium to long range capabilities. What other SMG in this game do you know can do that? So make sure you guys go ahead and put on the Johnson barrel under the barrel category. Now for the magazine, we are going to throw on the 7.62 Gorenko fast mags. The reason I like to call these the fast mags is because we're going to be bumping up the fire rate tenfold. In a recent update, Sledgehammer actually went ahead and reduced the damage con for all of the fire rate rounds. This is going to be a great attachment on the H4 Blixen, making it an absolute monster at all ranges. So make sure you guys go ahead and throw this under the magazine category. Now for the ammo type, we are going to run lengthen business as usual. We're going to go ahead and bump up that bullet velocity. This is an attachment that I run on 99% of my guns here in Vanguard, and it's no exception for this SMG. Now for the optic, we are going to be running the slate reflector, the cleanest optic picture available for this SMG. You could use it at close range, medium range, and long range with ease, and just overall just making this weapon 10 times easier to use. Now for the rear grip, we are going to be going ahead and putting on the fabric grip. This is going to be another staple attachment that I run on 99% of my weapons here in this game, allowing us to have increased aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, as well as hip fire recoil recovery. You guys cannot go wrong with this, and honestly there's not one attachment under the rear grip that's going to be better than the fabric grip. Now for the stock, we actually are going to be running the remove stock on the H4 Blixen. The reason we're running the remove stock on this weapon is because we want to go ahead and bump up the movement speed. This weapon is nasty at close to medium ranges. We're going to have increased movement speed, sprint to fire speed, and aim down sight speed. Now the cons are going to be irrelevant because we are running the Carver foregrip, which is going to counteract that recoil control negative, still making this weapon very accurate at longer ranges. This is overall going to be the best attachment because we're going to still, like I said, maintain our recoil control, but we're going to definitely bump up that movement 10 times. So make sure you guys go ahead and put on the remove stock. Now for efficiency, we're going to be running fleet as well to bump up that movement speed, just making this weapon a lightning fast at close to medium ranges. Just a great attachment on this SMG. And then finally for the kit, we are going to be running fully loaded, so we can rock the H4 Blixen from kill 1 all the way to kill 25 until we get that V2 rocket. This is going to be overall the fastest killing H4 Blixen class setup after the recent update here in season 3. Just a nasty class setup. And the setup I have on the combat knife, dauntless forward intel scavenger, the sticky bomb, as well as the stem shot. Now for class setup number 2, we're taking a look at the trusty handy dandy Weld Gun, which is kind of like an SMG AR hybrid. Now for the Weld Gun, under the muzzle category, we are going to be running the recoil booster again. So we can go ahead and bump up that fire rate, giving us a faster time to kill, because that's exactly what we need to have happen when running an SMG here in Vanguard. Now for the Underbarrel, we are going to run the SMLE pistol grip, so we can go ahead and have increased sprint to fire speed as well as hip fire accuracy. Want to have this attachment on the Weld Gun so it's a little bit better at those close ranges, so we can ready your weapon up fast off the sprint and get the kills a little bit easier. This is going to be a great attachment under this weapon because we are running a bunch of recoil controlling attachments, so being able to just bump up that sprint to fire speed and hip fire accuracy, the cons are going to be irrelevant because we have attachments that are going to correct that. So make sure you guys put on the SMLE pistol grip for the Weld Gun. Now for the barrel, we are going to put on the 320mm SA shrouded barrel. So we have highly accurate controllable, reduced scope sway and gun bob, as well as flinch resistance. Definitely the best attachment under the barrel category for this weapon if you're looking for a setup for the Weld Gun that literally has 0 recoil. This is going to be perfect when coupling it with a damage magazine, which we are going to be doing. So make sure you guys have the shrouded barrel on your setup. Now for the magazine, we are going to run the .45 48 round mag. So we have bullet velocity and range, bullet penetration, as well as damage. This is overall going to make the Weld Gun a 2-shot kill and one of the best SMGs, and honestly an AR hybrid in Vanguard. This weapon is disgusting at medium to longer ranges and obviously close ranges as well. You can outgun assault rifle players with ease, so make sure you guys go ahead and put this magazine under this category. So make sure you guys slap that on. Now for the ammo type, business as usual, we are going to be running lengthened, so we have increased bullet velocity and we're getting a faster time to kill at range. So make sure you guys go ahead and put this on the Weld Gun class setup. Now for the optic, again, business as usual, we are going to be running the slate reflector, so we have a clean optic picture. We can use this weapon at close range, medium range, and long range. Given the fact this is an SMG AR hybrid, it's going to work out quite well. Now for the rear grip, again, business as usual, we are going to be running the fabric grip. It's the last attachment, but for good reason. We can have increased aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, hit by recoil recovery. You guys are going to love this attachment on the Weld Gun, making it a little bit easier to use at those close to medium ranges and obviously long ranges as well. Now for the stock, I've actually went ahead and put on the remove stock on the Weld Gun because I want to go ahead and bump up that movement speed, sprint to fire speed, and aim down sight speed. This weapon is still going to have incredibly low recoil even with the recoil control con on this attachment because we are running a heavy barrel. So make sure you guys go ahead and run the remove stock to make this SMG kind of feel more like an SMG but still have that capability to take people out at longer ranges with ease. So remove stock is gonna be the way to go. Now for efficiency, we are gonna run frenzy so we can have that health regeneration after kill. This is gonna be a very good attachment on this weapon so you guys can keep getting into gunfights, winning those gunfights up to you get that V2 rocket, because every time we get out of a gunfight, our health's going to be at 100%. So a great attachment for the Weld Gun. And then finally for the kit, we are going to be running fully loaded so we can rock this weapon from kill 1 all the way to kill 25 until we get that V2 rocket. It's going to be a fantastic Weld Gun setup that's going to be one of the fastest killing SMGs in the entire game. Now for the class, I have on the combat knife, dauntless, foreign intel scavenger, sticky bomb, as well as the stem shot. Now for class number 3, we're taking a look at the Nikita AVT, which is criminally, and I mean criminally, underrated here in season 3. Now for this weapon, under the muzzle, we are going to be running a suppressor. We're running the MX silencer, so we have sound suppression as well as accuracy. Overall, a great attachment on this weapon, allowing us to get behind the enemy spawn and build up a quick and easy streak, preferably a V2 rocket. So make sure you guys go ahead and put this on the muzzle category. Now for the underbarrel, we are going to run the M1941 hand stop, so we have recoil control as well as accuracy. Overall, a great attachment for this weapon, keeping the recoil down and making this an absolute, and I really do mean this, an absolute laser beam. This gun has 0, and I mean 0 recoil with this attachment. Now for the barrel, we are going to run the Kovasaya sniper barrel, so we have bullet velocity and range, accuracy, and damage. Overall, making this weapon kill a little bit faster and just making it more consistent so you can keep up with the Automaton as well as the Cooper carbine. Make sure you guys go ahead and throw on the sniper barrel when going ahead and running a Nikita AVT class setup. Now for the magazine, we are going to be going ahead and putting on the 6.5 Secura 60 round drums. We can go ahead and have that recoil control, fire rate, magazine capacity, and movement speed. Now, the damage con is irrelevant on this weapon because after a recent update, they kind of went ahead and removed this. So make sure you guys run this attachment in order to get the absolute fastest killing Nikita AVT setup that literally has 0 recoil. There's not one other attachment under the magazine category that's going to help us out. So the 60 round drum is going to be the way to go. Now for the ammo type, again, this is as usual. We are going to be running lengthened so we can bump up that bullet velocity and get kills faster at range. So make sure you guys have this under your ammo type. Now for the optic, we are going to be running the slate reflector, so we have the cleanest optic picture. This is going to be a precision rifle because it has literally 0 recoil, so having the slate reflectors make it easier to use at close range, medium range, and long ranges. You can't go wrong with this attachment. Now for the rear grip, we are going to be running the fabric grip again because it's going to be the best attachment under the rear grip category. It's going to work amazing on the Nikita AVT, allowing us to have increased aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, as well as hip fire recoil recovery. Now for the stock, we are going to run the Zac padded so we can literally walk around, aim down sight, ready to win each and every gunfight. Make sure you guys have this on your class setup so you can literally just walk around and be ready to win every gunfight you get into. Now for efficiency, we are going to be running sleight of hand. This weapon does have a slower than average reload speed, so sleight of hand can help us out so we can stay locked and loaded and continue getting into gunfight after gunfight. So make sure you guys have this under proficiency. And then finally for the kit, we are going to run fully loaded so we can rock this weapon from kill 1 all with a kill 25 so we get that V2 rocket. This is going to be the absolute best and fastest killing Nikita AVT class in Season 3. In the setup, I have on the combat knife, dauntless, forward intel scavenger, sticky bomb, and the stem shot. Now for class number 4, take a look at the STG-44, which is honestly very, very underrated, and not that many people are running it for whatever reason. I honestly do not know why. Now for the STG, for the muzzle, we are going to be running the MX silencer again, just like the Nikita, because we want to go ahead and have that sound suppression and accuracy so we can get behind the enemy spawn and build up a quick and easy streak. Now for the underbarrel, again, we are going to be running the M1941 hand stop, so we have recoil control as well as accuracy, making this weapon deadly accurate at longer ranges and super easy to use. Overall, a great attachment under the underbarrel category. Now for the barrel, we are going to be running the VDD 760mm barrel. This is going to be a great barrel on this weapon, allowing us to have highly accurate controllable, reduced scope swing gun bob, and damage range. There's not one barrel under this weapon that is better than this one. We're going to be able to take enemies out very easily at longer ranges, and that's exactly what we want to have happen when running the STG. So make sure you guys run the 760mm barrel on this weapon. Now for the magazine, we actually are going to be running the Gorenko 30 round magazine, so we can go ahead and bump up that recoil control, movement speed, aim down sight speed, and fire rate. Again, remember, after the recent update, the damage con is pretty much irrelevant. We're only going to reap the rewards of having a faster killing AR. So this is going to be the new best magazine to run on the STG. Now for the ammo type, again, business as usual. We are going to be running lengthened so we can have that increased bullet velocity and getting a faster time to kill at longer ranges. Now for the optic, we are going to be running the slate reflector. You can run the G16 2.5X on this weapon. This works out pretty well as well, but honestly, I honestly like the slate reflector. It's just easy to use and just a tried and true attachment. Now for the rear grip, we are going to be running the fabric grip. Again, business as usual. So we have increased aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, and hip fire recoil recovery. You can't go around this attachment. It works on 99% of weapons here in Vanguard. Now for the stock, we are going to be running the Constance Tactical, so we can literally walk around, aim down sights. You're going to ready to win each and every gunfight. You guys are going to love this attachment on the STG, just like the Nikita AVT. Want to be able to pretty much be ready to win all gunfights we get into. This attachment is definitely going to help us out with that. Now for the persistency, we are going to be running Vital for that increased arrow for critical hits. This is actually going to be super effective on this weapon, especially with the fire rate rounds, because not only are we getting a weapon that shoots faster and has lower recoil, we're also going to be going ahead and bumping up that damage, which is disgusting on the STG. And then finally for the kit, we are going to be running fully loaded so we can rock this weapon from kill 1 all with a kill 25 so we get that V2 rocket. This is overall going to be the fastest killing STG-44 class setup after the recent update here in Season 3. Man, the setup is going to be the combat knife, Dauntless, Forward Intel Scavenger, Sticky Bomb, as well as the Stem Shot. Now for class setup number 5, we're taking a look at the trusty handy dandy Automaton, which is definitely one of the #1 weapons here in Vanguard right now. So for the Automaton, under the muzzle category, we are going to be running the MX silencer again. You guys can probably tell a lot of the ARs on this game, I run suppressed. A lot of the SMGs, I run recoil boosted. Just a great attachment, allowing us to get behind the enemy spawn and build up a quick and easy streak. Now, for the Underbarrel, again, we are going to be running the M1941 hand stop. So we have recoil control as well as accuracy, making this weapon an absolute laser at longer ranges. Now for the barrel, we are going to be running the Anastasia sniper barrel. So we have bullet velocity and range as well as accuracy. This is going to be the absolute best barrel to run on the Automaton. I see a lot of people running the short barrel now. I see a lot of people running the first Zach barrel. Honestly, the Anastasia sniper is going to be the way to go, especially if you guys want to use this weapon at long ranges. I've been outgunning so many people that are running the short and the first Zach. It doesn't even make any sense. The Anastasia sniper is king. Now for the magazine, we are going to be running the damage rounds on the Automaton because it's still going to be deadly accurate and just making sure that we get a consistent 3-shot kill. So if you guys want to have a nasty and consistent Automaton setup, run the damage rounds on this weapon. Now for the ammo type, we are going to be running FMJ on the Automaton because, believe it or not, Lengthen is actually not that beneficial on this weapon. FMJ is going to be perfect for this assault rifle, allowing us to punch through cover and take enemies out that like to hide behind things. And we all know everybody likes to hide behind stuff here in Vanguard. FMJ is going to be a great attachment under the ammo type. Now for the optic, we are going to be running the slate reflector because this is a precision assault rifle. You can use it very easily at those medium to longer ranges and take those enemies out across the map. Now for the rear grip, we are going to be running fabric grip, again business as usual. So we have increased aim down sight time, sprint to fire speed, as well as hip bar recoil recovery. Just a great attachment on this weapon that you guys cannot go wrong with. Now for the stock, we are going to be running the Zach skeletal, so we can walk around, aim down sights, guaranteeing ready to win each and every gunfight. You guys can probably tell I like to run a lot of the same attachments across a lot of my ARs because they're consistent and they work. So make sure you guys have the Zach skeletal on the Automaton. Now proficiency, we are going to run frenzy because we want to be able to get in and out of gunfights very easily, and every time we do win a gunfight, our health is going to be back at 100%. Super effective if you guys are running gun aggressive style players. And then finally for the kit, we are going to run fully loaded, so we can rock the Automaton from kill 1 all with a kill 25 until we get that V2 rocket. Overall, a nasty Automaton class set that you guys cannot go wrong with. Now for mender setup, I have on the combat knife, Dauntless, Forward Intel Scavenger, a Sticky Bomb, as well as the Stem Shot. Now I do have a wild card class setup if you guys want to go ahead and give this weapon a try. This is going to be the MP40, just a tried and true setup that you literally cannot go wrong with. Recoil booster for that increased fire rate, giving us a faster time to kill. Also go ahead and throw on the SMLE pistol grip, so we have sprint to fire speed as well as hip fire accuracy, making this weapon nasty at close ranges. The first Crucianix barrel, so we have highly accurate controllable as well as reduced scope sway and gun bobs. This weapon is deadly accurate at any and all ranges. Super helpful on this weapon. I have on the damage rounds as well because the damage rounds on the MP40 are game changing, making this weapon a 2-shot kill and one of the best SMGs at close ranges. I have on Lengthen as the ammo type, business as usual, giving us an increased bullet velocity, in turn giving us a faster time to kill at range. I have on the upgraded iron sights on this weapon, not the slate reflector this time because the MP40's iron sights are beautiful, crystal clear, and we do have an aim down sight speed benefit, so why not go ahead and do this on your class setup. For the rear grip, we are running fabric grip, again business as usual, so we have increased aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, hip fire recoil recovery. And then for the stock, I have on the folding stock just a great attachment, allowing us to have bumped up sprint to fire speed and movement speed, making this weapon that much more deadly at close ranges. And then for the proficiency, I'm running brace for that initial action and recoil, making this weapon a laser immediately after shooting, giving us the capabilities of taking out AR players at longer ranges. And then finally for the kit, I have on fully loaded. I can rock this weapon from kill 1 all with a kill 25. Look at that V2 rocket, man. Just a nasty class setup on the MP40. Now definitely go ahead and give this a try. Man, the setup is the combat knife, Dauntless, Forward Intel Scavenger, Sticky Bomb, as well as the Stem Shot. These are going to be the top 5 +1 best class setups to use here in Vanguard after the recent update. If there are 2 class setups I want you guys to check out immediately, it's going to be the H4 Blixen, because it is a brand new SMG that packs a serious punch, as well as give the STG-44 class a try, because this weapon is honestly underrated and you don't see it used too often anymore, and I honestly don't know why. If you guys do enjoy the video and end up dropping, you know, your most kills, your highest KD ratio, maybe your first V2 rocket running any of these class setups, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn those post notifications. And do not forget, about 70% of you guys who watch the content each and every day are not yet subscribed. The notification bell, become part of the year's family. Catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.